could add that little speech bubble and have Piplup say something. The end goal is to be free, so don't put yourself in a situation where you have to make it perfect. You want to get comfortable with the idea of experimenting, because that's the whole point of discovering what works for you in your journals. It's not about just the aesthetics. Hi everyone, so I thought it would be a really good time to make a basics video for journaling. These have been my absolute staples. First, we'll look at the big things. So these are the two core notebooks that I've been using. This is like a ordinary notebook, so if you're just looking to start out and you want something basic and reliable, Kokuyo notebooks are super soft and they come in a bunch of designs. This is in like their anniversary, and I've been using Kokuyo notebooks for a while, especially their soft ring spiral system. I think Kokuyo does a brilliant spiral because, as you can see, I'm squishing it and it doesn't interfere with writing. I have asked a couple friends who are left-handed, and even for them it doesn't really bother them that much. Also, because of the format of the grid, you're able also to write landscape, so it's really easily adaptable. This is my Hobonichi notebook that I cut down to week size. I have a video on that if you're interested on how to cut notebooks down. I have a very specific style of journaling that is a hybrid with commonplacing. As you can see, like this is somehow like the format of what I do on a daily basis. I write big text, I include pictures, and I will decorate them, but it's more in my Hobonichi cousin or weeks that I do the bulk of my decorating. For example, this was February's gratitude page. As you can see, there's far more stickers and decoration than there is on this. There are a variety of ways to get images in your planners. You can look for them, like specific things like Pinterest or whatsoever, or like I've came across this and I put it in here because I thought it was really interesting. Here you can see this beautiful wooden box, which I have assembled a couple of my staples. We're gonna pull out this drawer, and these are some other favorite pens. I got this Uniball 1P pen. I really like the color, this kind of green, minty green, and this one is in the 0.38 millimeter. This is like the thinnest gel pen size that I use. It looks kind of strange, like it's so short compared to most pens. Like if I held these next to each other, you can see the size difference is quite large. This has such buttery writing. I absolutely love it. And there are also other sizes. I have this one in the 0.5. I think this is in the color yogurt. Yeah, yogurt. You're able to add charms to them. So I added this Sugar Bunnies one to this. Mint and purple is one of my favorite combos of colors, so I just thought this is absolutely adorable. And then the tried and true Pentel Energel Clena. This is in the 0.5 size. It's just, Pentel and Uni are like my favorite gel pen brands. Muji is of course like a very close competitor. For this green lettering, I have my TWSBI Eco in the 1.1 stub nib, so you'll see there's a slightly wider nib. It's still really thin though, and this basically allows you to italicize your writing. This is especially useful if you have like a lighter ink and you really want to show the special qualities of that ink. Any ink with a good amount of shading will perform really well. The broader the nib is, or if it's like a stub nib, that also helps. I have this filled with the Pilot Iroshizuku color in Bamboo Forest. It's so good. I've been using it for basically 2 years now, and it's so beautiful. Let's get into the deco part of things. If you're new to this channel, this is like a core like value that I have, and that is to Please support your independent artists. They can be local, they can be ones that you find online. Just, it's a win-win situation. You have more unique looking stationery items, the ones that you don't see like constantly mass produced, and also you're investing in people's creativity, and I think that's really special. It becomes a much more personal bond to what you're buying, and you're intentionally going out to find these artists, what they're about, how they design things, and you know, adapting their eye for art or design, and you're integrating it into your life. I think it's such a beautiful process that we lose when things are mass-produced. But you know, there are some mass-produced things that are nice, so I'll give you 2 examples, and this is a way to balance this. So this is a 3D sticker sheet. These are epoxy stickers by Pearly Button Studio. They're these stars with multiple patterns. They have like little crystals in them, and they're so cute. I really love the ones with these swirls, and I like to add them mostly on things like covers. It adds like an interesting texture and it stands out from the rest of the page. And for something that's like more mass-produced, I guess, this is from Mindwave. This is their Classical Girl sticker pack, and these are sticker flakes, which means there's like a bunch of these die-cut stickers in one pack, and these are all of the designs. I love them so much. They're so sweet, and I like the variety of colors and patterns within the dresses that they use. So cute. Very important thing in my stationery practice is this. This is the Tombow Maxi Power Tape. This is a permanent double-sided glue roller, like glue tape roller, and it makes the process of putting in like additional papers or like additional pictures into your journals much easier. Also because I find that liquid glue peels off over time, especially if you live in a hot or humid place. You will notice like after a while those like the corners of pages will start to lift, and that doesn't happen as quickly when you use tape. Next, I have these index sticky notes. So you don't have to use an index. These can also be used as just like cute decorative pieces within your pages. You could add that little speech bubble and have Piplup say something. And then finally, tapes. There is a lot of washi tape out there. My personal experience is I would go for tapes that are not basic patterns. I would go for very decorative ones, and the reason being is when you have very basic ones like the grid ones, while they're cute, I get tired of them really easily. When tapes are much more decorative and they have like intricate art styles, I want to look at them more. This is an example of a BGM washi tape called Drops of Light, and you can see it has these silver metallic parts, and it just makes the page look really magical. This is a Papierplatz washi tape. It's this bear cafe. The style is much more textured. It almost looks like it's a watercolor. Technically isn't a washi tape. This is like a roll, and it has a bunch of these frames, and you can individually peel them up and put them on your page, and I think it's just like a really nice accent, and you get a whole roll of it. You can also use these as like indexes or headlights on your pages, or like even in your textbooks as like an additional or annotation to the book you're reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found some inspiration on what to prioritize when you want to start journaling, or if you're a diehard stationery fan. I hope you found something new and inspiring that you can add to your systems, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.